So, who was Nicki Aycox? Born in May 1975 in Hennessey, Oklahoma, USA, Nicki Lynn Aycox was a musician and actress with prominent roles in The X-Files, I Want to Believe, Jeepers Creepers 2, Supernatural, and several other series and movies. In 2015, she released Red Velvet Room, her debut EP, which contained 5 original songs. Not much is known of Nicki's parents or formative years. The actress was raised alongside her younger brother, Steve, and had Native American ancestry. She began playing the piano and singing in beauty pageants during her childhood. Some early acting appearances included roles in Boy Meets World, USA High, and Third Rock from the Sun, as well as a recurring role in Providence. One of Nicki's best-known roles was in Jeepers Creepers 2, with her portrayal of the psychic cheerleader, Minxie Hayes. From July to October 2005, she depicted Private Brenda Mitchell in Over There, a series that documented the effects of the Iraq War on soldiers' families. The main characters were a unit of the U.S. Army's 3rd Infantry Division. Nikki also landed a memorable guest role in a 2006 episode of Criminal Minds, chilling thousands of viewers with her portrayal of a sociopathic serial killer, Amber Canardo. In the same year, she began playing Meg Masters in Supernatural, hand-selected for the role by Kim Manners, the executive producer of the series, who had previously worked with Nikki in Over There. The actress had a minor role in the 2007 thriller Perfect Stranger, which boasted a star-studded cast of big names, including Bruce Willis and Halle Berry. A couple of years later, she scored another recurring role as the undercover LAPD police officer Jamie Allen in Dark Blue, a gripping action drama series that ended in September 2010. In 2021, Nikki was diagnosed with leukemia and sadly passed away from the illness in November 2022 at the young age of 47. The dark fantasy drama TV series Supernatural was created by Eric Kripke and first aired in September 2005 on the WB. The show stars Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki as Dean and Sam Winchester, 2 brothers who hunt monsters, ghosts, demons, and other supernatural entities. It was produced by Wonderland Sound and Vision in association with Warner Brothers Television, and has had a spate of executive producers during its 15-year run, including John Scheiben, Phil Sgriccia, and Kim Manners, who tragically died during the making of Season 4. Eric would unsuccessfully pitch the series for years, meaning that it was in development for almost a decade. When it was finally picked up by a network, most of the filming took place in Vancouver, British Columbia, and its surrounding areas. A staggering 5.7 million viewers tuned in to the pilot episode, and encouraging ratings during the first 4 episodes led to the WB greenlighting a complete season. Eric initially intended for the series to last 3 seasons, later expanded to 5. After Season 5, the show's main storyline was wrapped up, and Eric departed the series, but Supernatural continued for 10 more seasons. Its new showrunners were Robert Singer, Jeremy Carvey, and Sarah Gamble, to name a few, with the show subsequently breaking the record for the longest-running American live-action fantasy TV series with the premiere of Season 11, and concluded in November 2020 with a total of 327 episodes in its catalog. Supernatural was inspired by Eric's childhood love of urban legends. The series was originally intended to be a movie and went through several stages once it was picked up by the WB. Although Eric felt that the show would work best as a road trip series and have the main characters be tabloid reporters, he changed ideas at the last minute and made Sam and Dean brothers instead. The Winchester siblings were born in Lawrence, Kansas, in proximity to the famous Stull Cemetery, which is known for its urban legends. Various changes and revisions were also made to the script. Originally, Sam and Dean were raised by their aunt and uncle instead of their father. Realizing that this would make the backstory too complicated, Eric reworked the script so that the siblings were raised by their father to be hunters. Similarly, Sam's girlfriend Jessica was originally intended to be a demon, but she was killed off in the same manner as the Winchester siblings' mother. After months of meticulous changes, the pilot episode was finally ready to go. Sam and Dean Winchester were the undoubted protagonists of Supernatural. Jared's love of horror series fueled his interest for the role of Sam, as well as the similarities between the plot of their show and The Twilight Zone and The X-Files. The actor had previously compared Sam to Luke Skywalker and Neo, and was eager to play a reluctant hero. He was convinced to audition for the role by one of the executive producers, whom he'd already worked with. Meanwhile, Jensen was also asked to audition for the role of Sam, but read the script and preferred Dean's character. When asked what drew him to the role, Jensen explained, "With that character, there was always a bit more comedy and a bit more recklessness, and it just appealed to me more. So it was great. I found a character that I really enjoyed playing." Supernatural makes up for its lack of lead characters with plenty of recurring ones. John Winchester, Sam and Dean's father, was played by Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and made a brief appearance in the pilot episode before returning halfway through Season 1. John became a recurring character until his death in the premiere episode of Season 2. His spirit returned in the season finale to help out Sam and Dean. Later on, the siblings discovered that John had a third son with another woman. John's character was intended to die early on in the series to propel Sam and Dean's character development and make things more challenging for them. Jeffrey was believed to be reluctant to return to Supernatural for Season 2 due to his busy work schedule that included a recurring role in Grey's Anatomy, ruling out future appearances. The demon Azazel and his unnamed daughter were also introduced in Season 1. Azazel mainly appeared in the form of shadows or silhouettes and could only take physical form when possessing John. Similarly, his daughter used a girl name, Meg Masters, played by Nicki Aycox, as a host. In the Season 2 premiere, the actor Frederick Linney played Azazel's host and was asked to return for the season finale. Despite the character's death, Azazel appeared in later seasons, played by different actors. Nearing the end of Season 1, Azazel's daughter was exorcised from Meg. The demon and the host continued to appear as two separate characters. Nicki Aycox reprised her role in Season 4 when Meg's spirit tried to kill the Winchester brothers. Misha Collins and Mark Shepard are just two actors who didn't expect their characters to become so popular. They were promoted to series regulars in the 5th and 10th seasons respectively. Misha portrayed Castiel and other characters, whereas Mark embodied the demon Crowley. Many new characters were also introduced when the writers wanted to focus more on hunters. Bobby Singer, played by Jim Beaver, was a family friend of the Winchesters who would become a surrogate father and mentor to Sam and Dean following the death of their father. Harvell's Roadhouse, a saloon frequented by hunters that was introduced to the series in Season 2, also birthed many new characters. The saloon's owner was Ellen Harvell, the widow of a close friend of John Winchester's. Her mother, Jo, and the resident computer whiz, Ash, also helped run the show. Eventually, Jo's character was written out of the series for not being popular enough. Likewise, Ash was killed off in the Season 2 finale, and the Roadhouse was destroyed. In this day and age, many a series or actor have been canceled due to being perceived as problematic. Although Supernatural is finally remembered by millions of viewers, some members of the show's fandom have become disillusioned with its protagonists, namely with Jared. When the main series ended, Jared and Jensen stopped interacting on social media, which soon caught netizens' attention. Later on, it was announced that Jensen would be developing a prequel series for Supernatural, which Jared had no idea about. Fans of the show began going crazy online, and many theories circulated about the rumored bad blood between the two, at least until PR teams forced them to come together and put on a display of unity. In October 2021, Jared landed himself in hot water while attending that year's DenverCon. When asked about the possible love story between Dean and Castiel, Jared compared their hypothetical relationship to incest, disappointing the show's gay fans who had shipped Jensen and Misha's characters for years. The disastrous convention was also plagued by rumors of a behind-the-scenes fight between Jensen and Jared, never denied or confirmed. However, that wasn't the first time that Jared and Jensen let their fans down. During a 2017 fan convention appearance, Jared asked Jensen, "Excuse me, does the rag smell like chloroform to you?" Jensen replied, "No, Mr. Cosby." At the time, women were coming forward and sharing sexual assault allegations against Bill Cosby of The Cosby Show fame. Many of the convention's attendees were clearly uncomfortable, as it was too soon to be making those sorts of inappropriate jokes. Maureen Cole Trenton is a well-known recurring character who tried to kill Dean in the show's 10th season. When the internet discovered that the actor portraying Maureen, Travis Aaron Wade, had been cast despite various women accusing him of inappropriate sexual advances and harassment, fans were rightly horrified and began spreading the news. Travis's reaction was to call them liars, block them, or blame the harassment on hackers who had infiltrated his social media accounts. Things got worse when women came forward to claim that they had been sent cease and desist letters from Travis's legal team. The show never acknowledged this scandal, despite it raising plenty of eyebrows and making headlines across the world. Supernatural writers were also slammed for not including enough characters of color. Over the years, there were less than a dozen non-white characters who played a significant role, and all of them were either evil, written off after a couple of episodes, or died tragically. Asian viewers were happy to finally be represented when the Tran family was introduced in the series, but not so happy when the family members were also written out in a somewhat lazy manner. Meanwhile, black viewers have lambasted the showrunners for making black characters like Raphael, Gordon, Jake Talley, and Uriel evil and one-dimensional. Last but not least, rumors of mistreatment behind the scenes plagued the Supernatural cast and showrunners for years. In season 10, Jared dislocated his shoulder but was forced to keep filming with his arm in a sling, instead of being allowed time off to heal. This and other instances led to the series showrunners earning themselves a bad reputation. Mark Shepard's sudden departure from the show fueled those rumors, as he had been playing Crowley, King of the Underworld, for 7 seasons when he suddenly disappeared. Although Crowley was killed off by Lucifer, Mark raised eyebrows when he emphatically denied that there was any possibility of him returning to the show in the future. He also stated that he wouldn't be taking part in any future conventions, which made fans think that something went on behind the scenes. Did Mark annoy the wrong people? Was he treated badly? Or did he simply get bored of the supernatural universe? We'll never really know. Despite the occasional scandal and controversy, Supernatural fans fondly remember the series and are coming out in droves for its spin-offs, with the most successful being The Winchesters. The latter series became the CW's most-watched debut of the season, after pulling 757,000 viewers for its first episode. So the Supernatural guys are clearly doing something right. Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.